Good Saturday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchich, and this is your outlook for January 31st, 2015 and February 1st, 2015. This is the weekend outlook, and we're starting off the weekend here with high pressure to our west. Going to give us a very sunny skies today, but we're going to have some winds hanging on here early here in the morning here, and you can see that here by the tight gradient here. This is what the same winds that we're hanging on in the overnight. This is very early in the morning here with these until the tight gradient moves away with our departing system. This was actually our Clipper system that's now east of the Gulf of Maine and moving away from the area here. So as that moves away, high pressure moves in, winds will dramatically drop off. So we are looking at calm winds tonight just about overnight with this high pressure in control. And then this high pressure will then move eastward and will be out of our area here completely. And that will yield to the next system coming in from the west. Now, there's been some difference in the model guidance here over the last, at least in the overnight runs. And I have the benefit of doing this video now after seeing the conclusion of the overnight runs. And they're all pretty much doing the same thing here, where it brings in this snow here in the evening hours. Here's looking at 7 p.m. on Monday, or excuse me, 7 p.m. on Sunday, and you can see the coverage area is showing snow getting about this far into our coverage area here, but this is just lighter stuff here right now, not a big deal. So this is actually, right at the start of the Super Bowl, maybe during the game for some areas. But the models are all doing the same thing, where it's pretty much bringing in an area low pressure near Louisville, Kentucky here. So we're sitting right about here. It's trying to take it up into or near Pittsburgh, to right about here. And then, because this high pressure is sitting up here, the polar vortex is strong enough, sitting up to our north here, it's trying to come up north here, but it can't go any further because of this high pressure's influence pushing against it. So this is your cold air source, and this is pushing against this system. It is forcing it then to come up to this point and say, oh, can't go that way. So it starts coming down here like this and does one of these numbers like this. Okay? So that's basically what it's doing. It's running into almost like a block here. This is a high pressure here saying, nah, you're not going any further here. So it runs into this point here, right up to just south of Pittsburgh or thereabout, and gets pretty amped up and pretty strong, but then is forced down to the south again to kind of go like this. Okay, so this it's very difficult to make a forecast with this one because it looked like earlier that Philadelphia was going to be in the good snows here and all the way down to the Mason-Dixon line. Now the trend, because it's doing that, because it's taking this up further north like this before it comes down here like this, is now allowing warm air to get involved in this system here. So this warm air is now coming into Philadelphia and South Jersey, Delaware. It's going to change it all over to rain. But on the north side of that, it looks like you're going to have some pretty heavy snow, and that would be your best chance to get really heavy snow is probably I-78 and points north. Somewhere maybe northern Bucks, northern Montgomery, northern Berks, places like that, and points north. Okay, the questionable areas now become Harrisburg, Lebanon County, the lower Susquehanna Valley. All right, and of course the rest of southeastern PA, other than the counties that I mentioned. So those are going to be the questionable spots. And then you get into New Jersey. It's pretty much central New Jersey northward. So once you get to Middlesex County, Monmouth, Middlesex, over to Hunterdon and points north, it looks like for the most part that's going to be your cutoff line where you delineate rain versus snow or sleet. Okay, going to the next frame here on the GFS. Let me get off this image here. You can see this system now has already gone up here to like this and is now starting to come back down south. But it's a strong system here, 995 millibars. Most of the models today are bringing this up just like this now. The European model did the same thing. The Canadian did the same thing. Canadian European model are pretty cold. And you can see the dividing line here is right along I-78. It looks like that's where you're getting your icing line now. So you're going to the GFS is actually expecting some icing to get up all the way up into the Lehigh Valley. So, we're going to have to watch this. This is also going over to northern Jersey, New York City. But even so, even if this does happen like this, you're still going to get a significant snowfall, major snowfall, in fact, over 6 inches from I-70, at least along that area of from northern Berks, northern Montgomery, northern Bucks, and points north. It looks like you're going to get a 6-inch or greater snowfall out of that, and especially across the Poconos and northeast PA, northern New Jersey, all primed for a pretty good snowfall. Unfortunately, for areas down south here that were looking good the other day, or even just 24 hours ago, are now not looking as good with this system tracking further to the north here. And then as we get into the next frame here, it does show everywhere going back over to snow at the tail end before ending here. So areas that were in the rain will end as some snow, but I don't think you're going to get a whole lot of back-end snow here. These are areas that were already snow up here to begin with, so they're going to just stay snow to the end. And then this system will pull away. So again, this system is going to go from about Louisville, Kentucky, which is, of course, right about here, okay? And it's going to head right just south of Pittsburgh, run to this block, and it can't go any further than that. So then it heads back down here like this, and heads off to, out to sea like this. So that's their track. And because of that, we have some mixing issue, or some rain issues below that line, some mixing issues all the way up to this line here, and that would be pretty much, from along I-78 here. Now, when you get out here by Harrisburg, I-78, the I-78 rule doesn't apply. You probably might be too far south here to avoid the mixing. Once you get up in the Lehigh Valley, you might stay mostly snow. Well, you might get down into like Allentown, might stay mostly snow. Reading might be more of a mix. We'll have to see how that plays out. It's going to be very close, and we'll be prepared to make a final call on Saturday evening for this system. Going beyond this now, this system's going to pull away, and then we're going to get into, and this is going to be Monday, during the day Monday, and it's going to pull away and give us a partly cloudy day here on Tuesday, and Wednesday should be okay. And then we're going to be watching another system here that could affect us here in the Wednesday night, Thursday time frame. Models are still all over the place with this, giving us some light snow here. It's uncertain if you're going to have a coastal storm trying to form and come up this boundary here and give us a snowstorm. That would, if that were the case, that would be on Thursday, and that's getting at max range right now. We did like this potential time frame here for something to watch, so we'll keep an eye on that definitely. But right now we're going to concentrate on this weekend storm. Please watch the Weather Weekly's video on Sunday. We'll get a little more detail what to expect for this system. Right now, it's kind of we're still stuck between the first call and the final call here, so nothing's really decided yet. So once we get to that point, we should be able to do that with the Weather Weekly's video on Sunday morning. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich, and that is your outlook for January 31st and February 1st, 2015. Have a great weekend.